There are lots of things to say about this type of scam, and believe me, I have gone into it in minute detail. And it's shocking to me that 4 complete strangers can walk into a bank and get the money just signed over to them over the counter. I interviewed a jockey last week, and this is fact. The jockey club, because a lot of the trainers and jockeys that we've seen in Cheltenham this past week, they have all been scammed, and they have said, just do not bank in high street banks, because that's been their advice. Because it is the audacity of people who are just walking into the bank, producing fake ID, which the tellers, some of them, I'm not saying all of them, of course, but they're not recognising. They don't know how to...
I mean, obviously, these are, you know, we've got to say most banks are, you know, everybody's reputable, and this doesn't happen to that many people. It's happening to more people.
You would be shocked if you knew how many people it happens to.
Was that your own personal bank? Or was it
yes, but here's the question. I wouldn't even know the account number because it's a savings account. How did that person or those people know, A, where I banked and my number? I genuinely would have to look it up and see what the number was.
You're shopping, you're rubbish.
Yes. But she produced a driving licence, which I now know had her name, her photograph on it, but all my details. And sadly for me, and the frustration is, that she's still out there, along with her alleged daughter, and the police never got them. The 2 young boys who they're classified as mules because they do the carrying of the money, they were caught and they went to court. It was all a big court case.
So she basically said, oh, I'm not very well, I want to sign over, I want an extra signature on my account of my grandson, which was her accomplice.
But the problem is, here's a question. If my husband, and my local bank knows my husband well, if he went up and they said, oh, by the way, I'd like to be a co-signatory on Gloria's account, they would say, sorry, you'd hope they would say, sorry, it doesn't work like that. Gloria's got to give permission. So the tragedy is that although the 2 boys were caught, because obviously they were the mules, they got the money, the 2 girls are still on the run. And I've been to the police fraud department in the last week to do some filming. And I promise you, there was a desk like this with fake passports, fake driving licence, fake national insurance numbers, and it takes a team of 40 people to try and decide, does that feel right? Does that look right? It is really scary.